Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's class, we will solve problem on cost sheet. Here, question number 1. The following information relates to commodity A for the year ending 31st December 2010. Purchase of raw material, direct wages, opening stock of raw material, work in progress, finished goods, closing stock of raw material, work in progress, finished goods, factory on cost, office and administrative overhead, sale of finished goods, selling and distribution cost is rupees 1 per unit sold, and during this year they have produced 25,600 units, and we have to prepare the cost sheet to find out total cost and cost per unit and total profit and profit per unit. So certain information they have given related to opening stock of raw material, factory overhead, administrative overhead, selling overhead. So by taking all these items information, we have to prepare the cost sheet for the year ended 31st December 2010. Now we'll start the solution. First, we have to write the heading cost sheet for the year ended 31st December 2010, and above you have to write here output 25,600. So already they have mentioned in the problem that the output of this company is 25,600 in the year 2010. So we have to write here because to calculate the cost per unit, and the column is particulars, total cost and cost per unit. First we have to take direct material. First we have to write the heading direct material. Under this heading we have to take opening stock of raw material, add purchases of raw material or any expenses related to purchase of raw material like octroi, freight, etc. And after taking all these items, we have to less closing stock of raw material. Okay, the format of cost sheet I have already uploaded. Please check on my channel Avanit Academy. Okay, so first we have to take opening stock of raw material. See, opening balance they have given opening stock on 1/1/2008. So raw material amount is opening stock of raw material is 16,000. Okay, opening stock of raw material 16,000. Add purchases. So purchases here it is purchase of raw material amount 96,000. Opening stock of raw material 16,000. Add purchases 96,000. Add these two figures 16,000 plus 96,000, you will get 1,12,000. Then less closing stock of raw material. Closing stock of raw material, closing information here it is. Closing stock of raw material is 17,600. From 1,12,000 minus 17,600, you will get 94,400, and that is called material consumed. Okay, the first part is about the raw material. First you have to take opening stock of raw material. In that you have to add purchases, and in problem if they have mentioned octroi, freight or any charges is related to purchase like carriage inward, all these expenses you have to add. But in current problem only they have given purchase of raw material, so I have taken here purchases. After that we have to less closing stock of raw material, and the final amount we have got 94,400, that is called material consumed. So in this problem we have to calculate total cost plus we have to calculate cost per unit. So 94,400 is the total cost of material consumed. Now we have to calculate cost per unit. For that, what you have to do? 94,400 divided by 25,600. Understood? 94,400 and the unit produced during the year is 25,600. So divide this. You will get 3.69. Understood how we got this figure? 94,400 divided by 25,600. You will get 3.69. Next we'll go to other item. Any item if they have mentioned in the problem and it is direct. Okay, any direct expenses or any direct overhead if they have mentioned in the problem, that we have to take here before the prime cost. So in this problem they have given direct wages. So we have to take here direct wages, that is 80,000. Total cost amount of this direct wages is 80,000. Now we have to get cost per unit, no? So 80,000 divided by 25,600. You will get 3.12. 80,000 divided by 25,600. So for every item, every amount you have to divide it by 25,600 to get cost per unit amount. Okay, so after taking direct wages, add these two amount, 94,400 plus 80,000. You will get 1,74,400. And per unit column same, 3.69 plus 3.12. The total is 6.81 and this is called prime cost, the first important part. Hope you got till this prime cost. Okay. After prime cost, we have to add factory overhead. Any expenses or any overhead related to factory. Okay. Like rent and rates of factory, depreciation on factory building, then works manager salary, lighting, fuel, power, etc. All these items we have to take under the head factory overhead. Okay. So in this problem they have given only one item is there, that is factory on cost. So write here factory on cost amount is 33,600. Add these two amount, 1,74,400 plus 33,600. You will get 2,08,000. Per unit column we have to calculate, no? For this factory on cost, 33,600 divided by 25,600. You will get 1.31. Add these two amount, 6.81 plus 1.31. Amount is 8.12. To this factory on cost, we have to add opening work in progress. So in problem they will give you work in progress. Opening work in progress you have to add and closing work in progress you have to less. Simple. Opening you have to add and closing you have to less. So add opening work in progress. So in this problem they have given, see the opening, okay, see the opening balance. In opening work in progress amount is 3,200. So take here add opening work in progress amount is 3,200. We'll just write in the total column and not the per unit column. Okay. So opening work in progress 3,200. Add these two amount, 2,08,000 plus 3,200 and the amount is 2,11,200 and same 8.12. Next, less closing work in progress. So closing balance here it is. See in the problem, closing stock. So closing stock amount is work in progress 12,800. Okay, so less closing work in progress 12,800 from 2,11,200 minus 12,800, you will get 1,98,400, and this figure will be the same. So we have got 1,98,400 from 2,11,200 minus 12,800. The final amount is 1,98,400, and this is called works cost. Second important part. Okay, it is called works cost. After that, we have to add administrative overhead. One more name for this, office overhead. Any charges, any expenses or any overhead related to office or administrative will be taken under this head. For example, printing and stationery, depreciation on furniture, office manager salary, then insurance, all these expenses we will take under this head. So we'll see in the problem, office and administrative overhead is 6,400. So write here office and administrative overhead. Okay, office and administrative overhead amount is 6,400. Per unit column we have to calculate, no? So 6,400 divided by 25,600, and the amount is 0.25. 6,400 divided by 25,600, you will get 0.25. Add these two figures, 1,98,400 plus 6,400, you will get 2,04,800. And here add these two, 8.12 plus 0.25, you will get 8.37, and this is called cost of production. After taking the administrative overhead, we have to add opening stock of finished goods, and we have to less opening stock of finished goods. Okay, after taking the administrative overhead, opening stock of finished goods we have to add, and closing stock of finished goods we have to less. Same as work in progress, opening we have to add and closing we have to less. Opening stock of finished goods, see the opening balance. Raw material we have taken, work in progress given, taken. Next is finished goods. Finished goods amount is 12,800. So write here, add opening stock of finished goods amount is 12,800. We will take under this total cost only, 12,800. Add these two amount, 2,04,800 plus 12,800, and the amount is 2,17,600, and this will be the same. Less closing stock of finished goods. See the closing balance. Closing stock of finished goods amount they have not given. Units they have mentioned. The finished stock amount goods is units 3,200 units. But amount they have not mentioned here. So we have to calculate the value of closing stock of finished goods. For that we will prepare one note. So I have prepared here note number 1, calculation of value of closing stock of finished goods. Okay, in some problem they will give you the value of closing stock, and in some problem they will not give you. We have to calculate the value of closing stock of finished goods. So write note number 1, calculation of value of closing stock of finished goods. So the formula is value of closing stock of finished goods is equal to cost per unit into number of units of finished goods. Okay. So cost per unit. In this problem, they have not mentioned the cost per unit amount. So first we have to find out cost per unit. For that, we have to take this formula. Cost per unit is equal to cost of production divided by number of units produced. Okay. To find out cost per unit, we have to take this formula. So formula is cost per unit is equal to cost of production divided by number of units produced. Cost of production where we will get? Here in the solution. See here, we have already calculated. Cost of production amount is 2,04,800. Okay, see. Cost of production amount is 2,04,800. We have to write here 2,04,800. Number of units produced. So during the year, how many units they have produced? 25,600. So we have to write here 25,600. 2,04,800 divided by 25,600. You will get 8. So the cost per unit amount is 8. Now take this 8 amount here. Right here under this cost per unit 8 into number of units of finished goods. So the closing stock of finished goods quantity is 3,200. Okay, we have to write the quantity. Cost per unit is 8, just now we have calculated, and the number of units of finished goods is 3,200 units. Right here 3,200. Now multiply 8 into 3,200, you will get 25,600, and this is value of closing stock of finished goods. So we'll come to this solution part. Less closing stock of finished goods amount is 25,600. Just we have calculated 25,600. Okay, got now how we have calculated this value of closing stock of finished goods. Now add these two amount. 2,17,600, sorry, less. Okay, from 2,17,600 minus 25,600, you will get 1,92,000. Okay, from 2,17,600 minus closing stock of finished goods, that is 25,600, and the amount is 1,92,000, and this will be the same, and this is called cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Next head is add selling overhead, or you can write selling and distribution overhead. Any overhead or expenses related to sales of material, sales of final goods. For example, sales manager salary, then commission to salesmen, advertisement, bad debts, free gifts, etc. All these overhead come under this head. So see in the problem, selling and distribution cost is ₹1 per unit. Okay, what they have given here? Selling and distribution cost is ₹1 per unit sold. Means if you sell 1 unit, 1 product, the selling overhead is ₹1. Like that, how many units they have sold, that we have to see. Okay, if you sell 1 unit, on that selling cost will be ₹1. and we have to see how many units they have sold, so that we can write the total cost of selling and distribution over it. How many units they have sold, that they have not mentioned here in the problem, that we have to calculate. Okay, in this problem they have given opening stock of raw material, closing stock of raw material, then opening stock of finished goods, closing stock of finished goods they have given, but they have not mentioned the number of units they have sold. But by taking the information from the problem, we can calculate the number of units of sold. For that we have to prepare note number 2, that is calculation of number of units sold. Note number 2 is calculation of number of units sold. In that, first we have to take opening stock of finished goods. Okay, first we have to take opening stock of finished goods. See, opening stock of finished goods is, here we have to take quantity. Okay, we are finding the number of units sold. Quantity we are finding how many units they have sold. So first take opening stock of finished goods is 1600 units. 1600 units. In that we have to add units produced during the year. Opening units is 1600 and we have to add units produced during the year. So in this year, how many units they have produced? 25,600. Yes, in this year they have produced 25,600. Add these two, 1,600 plus 25,600, and the amount is, the unit is 27,200. Now we have to less closing stock of finished goods. Closing stock of finished goods they have mentioned here 3,200 units. So less closing stock of finished goods, that is 3,200 units. From 27,200 units minus 3,200 units, and final units is 24,000 units. This is number of units sold. Okay, first we have to take opening stock of finished goods, then we have to add units produced during the year, then we have to less closing stock of finished goods, and final whatever the units or quantity we will get, that is called number of units sold. So during this year they have sold 24,000 units. So the selling and distribution overhead amount is what? ₹1 per unit sold. So in this year they have sold 24,000 units. So write here, add selling overhead, and below that write selling and distribution overhead, and in bracket write how many units they have sold? 24,000. So write here 24,000 into 1. ₹1 they have mentioned here. Selling and distribution cost is ₹1 per unit sold. 24,000 into 1, and the amount is 24,000. And per unit, no need to calculate because already they have mentioned ₹1. So if you sell 1 unit, on that selling overhead will be ₹1. So 24,000 or 1. Or if you want to calculate, how you will calculate cost per unit? 24,000 divided by 24,000, because the number of units sold is 24,000. That we have to take, not the output. Okay. So now add these two amount. 1,92,000 plus 24,000, and the amount you will get 2,16,000, and here 9.37, and this is called cost of sales or total cost. Okay, now we have to see in this problem what they have given. So in every problem, either they will give you information related to sales or information related to profit. Any one they will give. So in this problem, they have given information related to sales. Sale of finished goods is 2,40,000 means in this year they have made sales of rupees 2,40,000. So first we have to write the sales amount. Okay, 2 lakh for profit they have not given. We have to calculate sales amount they have given here. So write here sales 2,40,000. From 2,40,000 minus 2,16,000. Okay, we have to get profit amount, no? So for that what we have to do? From 2,40,000 minus 2,16,000 and you will get 24,000 and this is the profit. For cost per unit total amount, sales amount is 2,40,000 divided by 24,000. Here sales amount 2,40,000, it should be divided by 24,000 and not 25,600. 25,600 is the output, number of unit produced. But for sales we have to divide it by number of units sold. So the number of units sold is 24,000. So for total per unit column, what we have to do? 2,40,000 divided by 24,000. You will get 10 rupees. From 10 minus 9.37, you will get 0.63. This is the profit. Okay, hope you got the solution. So in next video, I will solve one more problem on cost sheet. For more such videos, do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you friends.